What is happening, guys, and welcome back to another video. Just here at my villa, just got back from the bank. I thought I would make this video today as a lot of people have been asking me what is it like, what is the experience like living abroad. Marky P. What is the experience like living abroad? And I thought I would obviously just bring some of my pointers to this video and tell you of my experiences of why I wanted to leave the UK, where I wanted to go. There's a few things I needed to figure out. Is where have I lived around the globe? San Diego, California, Barcelona, Spain, and now Bali, Indonesia, and Manchester, England, and Scotland. So yeah, there's a few places that I've lived in, guys, and each place brought a different experience. Maybe you think that experiencing some of these places would be better. You'd be better experiencing these places before you actually commit to moving there. For me, I'm all about risks, and I hadn't actually seen or experienced any of these places before I moved there. So my first place was San Diego, California, and we won't touch on too much detail on that. That was me and ex-girlfriend, but you know, we won't go there. My experience of San Diego, California, great city, amazing place, and the culture wasn't really for me. British people are very sarcastic, and we have a different style of humour to Americans, so for me that wasn't really the place for me, and obviously I had a breakup as well. So, but the second place that I moved to was Barcelona, Spain. Now this was quite late on in life, actually last year, for 12 months. So I'd never been to Barcelona before in my entire life, guys, but I needed somewhere that was close with beaches. I obviously like Spanish women as well, so and good clubs. Not good clubs, but you know, a nightlife, a good nightlife with strong tourism. So Barcelona was probably the closest thing to home, and I think that's what I was hanging on to, was where can I go that's not too far from home but close enough for me to get back. So I wasn't taking a huge amount of risk. Say if I moved to Dubai, for example, it's a 7-hour flight, and if something went wrong, then I would have to fly all the way back. So it's a 2-hour flight to Barcelona, and you're experiencing a completely different culture, guys. So for me, Barcelona, I got on a flight, spent a week there. I was like, okay, let's do it, take a risk, and I moved there, guys, for 12 months, and it was one of the best experiences of my entire life. I think it was hands down the best city I've ever lived in, and hands down the best year of my life, to be honest. After that, Bali, Indonesia, where we have been for now 2 months. So completely different to Barcelona, and completely different to California. This place actually lacks a lot of infrastructure, but cost of living is very cheap, and everybody is very chill here, and it is just a completely different vibe to Europe and America as well. But those are the three main places that I have just packed a bag, guys, and left my routine of where I'm at. For me, my UK routine was not for me. I couldn't stand that anymore, and my advice to anybody is, whoever's having doubts, or maybe you want to have new experiences in life, is just pack the bag, get on the flight, and go see the place. Okay, just commit to living there. Okay, just commit to it, commit to that decision, and trust me, 9 times out of 10 you will never regret that decision. Okay, there's a few things to consider when moving abroad, and that's visas and residency permits. So after 180 days in Spain, you should really talk to someone about tax residency. Here in Bali is slightly different. We're here on a business visa, which is 2 months. So this is, with Bali, it's not what you know, it's kind of who you know. And we actually have a good friend of ours who recently gave us our working visas. So this is called a kitas here in Bali, where I can stay for 2 years. I can come in and out the country whenever I want, and this is a permanent business visa. I have a registered business here in Bali right now, so which is, I am looking to really start a new business venture here in Bali. Not that I want to live here full time, but for me to do this, I do really need a kitas visa in case immigration do come up to you and start asking questions. The last thing you want is a £10,000 fine, guys, especially when you're traveling, and especially when you're just trying to enjoy a good time here on one of the most amazing islands in the world. Last thing you want is someone slapping a £10,000 fine on the desk. Next thing is apartments, housing, your living quarters, because the last thing you want to be doing, guys, is living on the street. So when I moved to Barcelona, I was on Google search most days, searching for my dream place there in Barcelona. I knew I wanted to be close to the centre. I had no car, and my car was going to be back in the UK, so last thing I wanted is to be on the outskirts of the city, on a huge city, and walking to the centre where everybody is, where the action is. Okay, so I spent a lot of time on Google search. There is a few decent apps out there, Idealista and Fotocasa. My personal favourite is Fotocasa. If you are thinking about relocating to Spain, that would be a great app to use. So before moving into the place, my best advice would be to go view the place. Here in Bali, that wasn't feasible. We couldn't do that due to the long haul flight. But Barcelona, obviously spent a week there, checked out the city, checked out a couple places, found one that I liked and took it straight away. Now in Spain, it works a little different. In England, you pay 1 month's rent, and 1 month's rent is also a damage deposit. In Spain, they expect 1 month's rent and 2 months damage deposit. So for example, if your place is €1,000 per month, you are going to need €3,000 to move it into the actual into the property. So yeah, slightly differs from the UK, and I was like, what? So I'm going to need all this money just to move into the place. But yeah, here in Bali, we actually spent, I'm talking about me and Mark, we spent a lot of time on Airbnb checking out places. I like to live in a nice place. I like a nice environment. I work online, so for me it was all about being in a nice place, being comfortable. I wanted a pool, I wanted nice furniture, and I wanted to be in a good area. We found a really good area with the first villa here in Bali, but we found out very shortly after moving here that the woman in charge of the villa wasn't very nice at all, and we also found that having an open living room is a nightmare just due to the mosquitoes, guys. So it was we spent a month there, and then we viewed another place, and the deals are really cheap right now just due to obviously what's going on in the world. But yeah, if the place is close enough for you to go view it, go view it. So there's my advice and a couple of pointers for you guys that are wanting to escape the UK, or maybe not escape the UK, maybe escape from your country of residence to a better place, a sunnier place with a better climate. For me, 2020 and 2021 has been a blessing, really. I got out of the UK just in time, and even though in Spain we was obviously hit hard by what happened and what's been going on in the world, I still have one of the best summers of my life, guys. And so for anybody wanting to move out of the UK, I would highly recommend it. My current feelings of what I want to do for the rest of this year is I have no clue yet. I'm just going to let the year pan out as it is. I think I will spend the next 2 to 3 months here in Bali shooting content, and for me Bali is an amazing place, but it is not a place to live in my opinion. So just due to it lacks infrastructure. Me myself, I like infrastructure. I'm a city boy, I like city life. So yeah, and there's a few pointers from me, guys, and a few experiences that I've had living abroad. So I hope this can bring some more of a clearer idea to you and your life of if you're wanting to actually make the move and get out of your routine. So, but yeah, as the year pans out, I'll see what happens. I honestly think I will be back in Barcelona this year, but we'll see what 2021 brings, because it's not been a great start. My heart will always be in Barcelona or Ibiza, so I actually do have some work coming up in Ibiza this summer, so I think maybe I will make the move back in May, back to either Barcelona or Ibiza for the summer. I pray that everything's back to normal. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you can take some pointers from this video, and don't forget to subscribe.